Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Taurus. Taurus, I've done your reading with my own deck of cards, so the cards you'll see from this deck. And the interesting thing is that I actually tried to pull cards for you earlier today, but I was shuffling and shuffling, and the cards were coming out, but they were coming out very mute. Like they had no message in them. And so the interesting thing is that we're starting with one of the cards that were popping up in the first spread that I tried to try to read them, but they were so silent. And so starting with a card that was was part of the first spread but was silent, it feels like somehow the message in here is very loud and clear, and it seems to be leading to like this understanding that you, Taurus, are trying to hear the whispers or trying to read the mind, in a sense, of another, and you're not getting anything from them. It's like they are silent, they are muted in a sense, but they are here and they are pretty much in your mind. All you think of is them, and I feel like you're concerned about them, not only about what they're going through, because I feel like whatever they're going through, you are also going through in a sense. You're also feeling the hit. You're also sensing the discomfort, or at least the it's like you're being worn down by their energy, even though it's their experience. Is like you are experiencing it from your perspective because you are pretty much connected. But I feel like whatever is going on with them, it's like it has a different tone, or it has a different atmosphere, or the way that they are experiencing it is very different than you are, well, assuming that they are going through that, if it makes sense. And I feel like there is this coming together, although so far I have to say it's like you are sensing them from afar, even though you could be very close, I want to say, right, living perhaps in the same home. But I feel like you're not, it's like, although you know there's something wrong going on with them, you don't know exactly what it is. You're sensing, but yeah, I feel like they're not able to talk about it somehow. So we begin with the King of Swords, and this King of Swords is them, is the other, is your partner, someone that is in your mind, that is worrying you. It's like they are bringing concern to you about what is going on with them, because the card that followed was the Nine of Wands, and on the other side of the Nine of Wands is you, Taurus, with the Queen of Wands. So even though these Nine of Wands are the toll that this one is taking on them, or whatever hardship that they're going through right now, because yes, this card was pretty much coming through as the burdens that this one is carrying, but because they're coming through in the suits that you are holding, that you are wearing, in a sense, it's like this is your interpretation of what they're going through, because in reality what they're going through is this, right? So this is all. I know perhaps this is going too fast, but it's just one, it's like one bigger picture that I have to, hopefully I can hold on all of them together. But this is them, the Queen of Swords. This is how you are seeing them going through some challenge, perhaps, right? Because this is your point of view, this is your lens, this is your filter. And the Eight of Swords coming after you is what is really going on with them, which I feel like is a very different experience from what you are perceiving from outside. So whatever connection you have with them, you don't have the direct experience at the moment, or of whatever situation, whatever current challenge that they're going through. It's like you're only assuming that is hard, that you cannot, it's like that you're taking on the burdens somehow, right? Because it's like the same suit here. So it's like you feel the hardship, you feel the challenge, you feel the burdens, but you don't know exactly how they are feeling it or how they are processing it, right? Because of the Eight of Swords. So the contrast between the way that you see how they are responding to this challenge and the way that they are actually responding to this challenge is very different. It's like, on one hand, for you, the sensation of discomfort and of being overwhelmed with, you know, a burden is very clear, right? It's like very lined up. It's like you can see where they are hurting in a sense. It's like you can pinpoint the cause of the hurt or whatever is bringing them to feel this discomfort, right? It's like for you, it's very clear what is the initial thing, right? Well, I was going to say, you know, the damage point or the leak, right? Or whatever is wrong. But for them, it's like they cannot pinpoint that. For them, it's like it's really overwhelming, right? Although they can, it's like for them is almost like this chaos is part of their mental process, right? Because they're coming through as the King of Swords, and how they are, you know, trying to overcome this hurdle is by, you know, putting it all together. It's like they're trying to bring the pieces all together, stitch them all together, but, you know, not realizing that they are, you know, just turning this chaos into a mess, in a sense, into something that will be, you know, repetitive. Is like this cycle that is never ending and is really chaotic. It's like what I'm seeing is, well, the distinction between these two and how you're perceiving the way that this is going on for them and how it's actually going on for them is that because you know that perhaps is something that is really overwhelming, but you can see the cause of it. For them, it's overwhelming and it's just overwhelming. It's like they cannot see what is wrong, what initiated this, or what can really help. Because, you know, seeing what the cause of the pain, or you know, the initial leakage or the initial cause of the damage, is like it's not that it's easy to make it better or to overcome this challenge. It's just that is, you know, the way through it, right? And for you, this is, it's like this is very, perhaps for you, Taurus, from the outside, right? It is very easy to overcome whatever they're going through, but for them, it's like they are not seeing a way out. It's like they are in the middle of this hurricane. They are in the middle of the chaos, and mentally, it's all jumbled up. It's all like a big blurry mess, right? So they don't have clarity. You have a little bit more clarity about what they're going through, but you're still carrying a little bit of the burden that it's not yours, right? And so also this message that came before about, you know, trying to pull the spread and they were silent. I feel like because they're going through a lot, because it's like, you know, usually they would be very eloquent. They would be really good in communicating what they're going through. But because they're going through such a hurdle, such a challenge, it's like their mind is bogged down. It's like really, it's not working properly, right? So at this moment, I have to say, from the cards that I'm seeing, it's like there is a connection between you two, but there is well, it's like both of you see that there is, you know, a challenge, some hardship that is, you know, going on with your partner, and you know, because it's your partner or it's, you know, a loved one, it's like you are feeling them. And there is a little bit of frustration, I want to say, in your part, that perhaps you want to help because you see clearly where you could help it with, like what is causing the trouble, what is causing all of this, these burdens to, you know, weigh down not only on you but on them also. But it's like there is not a connection. It's like the communication, it's not happening. And I feel like this the frustration is, well, I'm seeing more your side, but I want to say with the cards that are here, I feel like it's both sides. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles followed by the High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles. And with the well, we have the 7 and the 6. We have pentacle cards with the only major arcana of this part, right, of this first set of cards. And you know, 2 pentacle cards, you know, in a sequence. And I feel like this is where things get real, because so far we only have wands and swords. You know, it's interesting, I almost said wounds instead of wands, but we only have energetic suits, right? The fire and the air. So they, which are very complementary, but difficult cards, right? Traditionally very heavy cards. The 9 of Wands and the 8. Oh, now that I'm just realizing, they're also in a sequence, right? The 9 and the 8, the 7 and the 6. So perhaps this is a countdown going from the energetic realm, right? From the mental realm, from the, well, spirit realm to the physical realm, right? Where it's good to see that not only we have the High Priestess, which tends to be this higher knowledge, this higher wisdom, this point of connection with your higher self, but ending this part with the 6 of Pentacles, it's talking about this equal give and take, this exchange of, you know, one's giving what they have, and then the other is receiving, and it's just, right? Is fair, is balanced. But I have to say, so this is like the overall sensation of, well, now the realization that just came through about the 9 going to the 8 to the 7 and to the 6. But I feel like mostly what was coming through with these pentacle cards was about how the hit, how the challenge, how the burdens were not only affecting well, their mental realm and perhaps your energy, the sense of finding energy to, you know, just to live, to produce, to, you know, go by your day. Because I feel like it's taking on your body, both your bodies, I want to say. So this 7 of Pentacles, the image that I saw, you know, with these 3 here and these 3 here, and then this pentacle in the middle, I saw hands. I saw, you know when we wash our face and we, you know, we do this to collect water and you just, you know, put over our face. It's like this joining of the hands, but with frustration because of the situation that is already unfolding for you, perhaps, Taurus, in a way that you cannot communicate what you're feeling for them, and them to you, right, is reciprocal. So it's like this frustration, it's almost like taking your hands together to your face, but in disbelief of like, I wish I could do more, I wish I knew how to help, I wish I could do something, anything. So it's this like, you know, bringing almost like trying to bring your energy together, right? Like I don't know how to explain this, but it's like if you spread your body parts, like your arms and legs, it's like you're spreading also your energy. So this coming together of your hands, it's almost like concentrating your own energy, right, in this bodily manner. So in a way that you're, you know, focusing inward, and the way inward is directing straight to the High Priestess, which is actually very, very beautiful, because the image of this High Priestess today was showing me like this wall in the middle and 2 it's like 2 people in this. It's almost like, you know, when we do this, I don't know if I'm showing properly, if the camera picked up, but it's like when we are just curling up, you know, in a fetal position, right? When we just want to, you know, I don't know, just become this, you know, human ball. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's like these two people, you know, sat down on the floor with their heads down, with their, you know, hands on their faces, and, you know, just curled up and, you know, inward focused, which is really good. But back to each other, it's like there is no face-to-face conversation. It's just this internal and intuitive connection that both of you are connected, but you know, one suffering the pain of the other. And I want to say, Taurus, you are suffering the pain of your partner, right? It's like you can sense that is something wrong with them, and so it's almost like this mimicking of their posture, of their reaction. But ending with the Six of Pentacles, this is good news. I feel like whatever you're doing intuitively, that is this curling inward, or, you know, concentrating all of your energy inward, like, you know, bringing your hands to your face and, you know, just coming to this fetal position, right? Sitting down and, you know, just leaning backwards, just in a comfortable position. I feel like, or this could be like, you know, not even a wall in between you. If you're sharing the same bed, you know, your backs are together, right? Not face to face. And so this is, you know, energetically, intuitively, this is where this higher wisdom comes, because there is no need for communication with words. It's like in putting your body, in a sense, in the same position as them, right? Or, you know, this mirroring of the body posture, in a sense, focusing inward and, you know, to connect to this higher wisdom. This is where the balance will be brought back. This is where the fair and just exchange between you, and I want to say between your bodies. That's the reason why I'm talking about this sharing of the beds, right? It's like just being in the same position, but, you know, mirrored to each other. It's going to bring your bodies to this, it's like to this peaceful state, right? But, well, because wow, okay, so I don't usually do this for the first part, but it's just speaking too loud. The bottom of the deck is the Hangman, and right underneath is the Strength. So I feel like there is this moment of silence. There is this moment where no words will be spoken out loud, right? You will still feel them, and intuitively, perhaps, you're going to mirror their posture. It's like your body will feel the hit just as much as them, but because this, it's like working from the body to achieve this mental peace and this energetic peace. It all starts with body, I want to say, right? And it requires a little bit of time, and it's like the strength to do this, to hold on just a little longer, even though no words are being spoken. I feel like this is going to recharge both of your batteries, because so far both of you look like you're very tired, right? It's like you're taking on a lot of their energy, and they are not really sure how to process their own struggles. And so by just being in the same position, you know, mirroring each other, it's like you're going to give them strength. But just know that it needs a little bit of time, right? It needs a little bit of patience, I want to say. So Taurus, yeah, I'm going to pull more cards to see where this leads to, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.